After last year's finish, it will be interesting to see what Slacker Gaming and the Kansas Jayhawks can do this year. We are in Season 7, where Kansas is now known as a title contender. But with most of the top players moving on, Kansas finds itself again in a rebuild. What will this year's team look like? Another title contender or a rebuild team? Welcome to 688, the Bull Kansas Jayhawk football press conference with head coach Slacker Gaming. Coach, this week is finally here. How excited are you going into year 7 of coaching at Kansas? I'm always excited to get games started. Always excited to see the fans and to see the players and young men who have worked so hard all summer long and to get the chance to showcase what they can do on the field. And I am always a little anxious to get started because we don't know what this team can do or can't do yet. And the first few weeks are always figuring out what your team is capable of. Coach, for the first time, Kansas is starting the season ranked number 2 in the nation and considered a title contender. Is that something you like to hear at the beginning of the season, or do you feel like it's added pressure? I'd rather hear that we are a title contender at the end of the season instead of in the beginning. But the truth is, we don't know what type of team we will be as far as the pressure goes. We try to instill in our players to not listen to outside voices and tell them, like, let's just focus on what we're doing that is in front of us, and the rest will take care of itself, just like, last year. I told them, stay focused. Like, if we win every game, we'll be fine. And we did exactly that. So I feel like this is how the locker room is kind of feeling right now. We're just focused on Utah. I know you said you were wanting another title, but can this team get there? And how do you feel like going into game 1 against Utah? Of course we can win another title. Here at Kansas, we won national championships. And I don't think this team should think otherwise. Right now, we have our sights set on a title. As for Utah in week 1, I feel like we're going to kind of get a good feel on what to expect and looking at the game plans and seeing how good the game plans are and how our team is going to develop in week 1 and week 2, and playing these teams at the beginning before we get into conference play is to kind of figure out what type of team are we? What do we need to change? What do we need to fix? And that type of stuff. So our team's ready to play today. Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. 2 quality ranked clubs going at it in this one, and an opportunity for the winner to take a giant leap forward in perception. So look for a battle all the way to the final whistle. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
And here comes kickoff. And Kansas going to kick this one off to Utah out of the back of the end zone. Utah with the ball first. Rising and a handoff to Bernard. He's going to get the first down in Utah. Rushing their way, just bulldozing their way. Bernard going to get the handoff, finds the left side. He's got plenty of room up to 40, the 35 on the Kansas side. A 21-yard rush for Bernard of the Utes, the Utah. Rushing very well early. We'll see if they stick with that game plan or if Kansas can squash that. 1st and 10, Rising in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, looking, fakes right, throws right. It's going to be intercepted by Moss. And Moss going to take this to 50, to 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Kansas Jayhawks. Cole Moss, the interception on the zone. I mean, he knew it was coming. He knew the screen pass was coming. He picks it off and runs it 55 yards back for a touchdown. Kansas on the board with their defense first. Another defense onslaught for Kansas. 1st and 10, Rising back. He's going to hand this off to Curry. Curry up the middle. He's got 9 yards, but 10 yards and a first down. Utah again rushing. 2nd and 14 after a sack. Up the middle, another sack for Kansas. This time the linebacker on a delayed blitz. Kansas loves their delayed blitz, and this one gets him for the sack. They're going to have to punt this one off to Kansas. 3rd and 3, Blanton hands it off to Zapp. Zapp finding the left side. He's got 11 yards and a first down. It's the first time we're seeing the offense for Kansas. Lawrence Wright in there, the backup quarterback. He's going to throw out to the running back in Bailey. He gets about 7 yards on the play, and it looks like they're going to go dual quarterbacks this year. Will be interesting to see how they will use both these quarterbacks. 2nd and 4, Wright still in. Hands this one off to Bailey up the middle, and he's got a first down up to about the 10-yard line. Kansas 1st and 10 from the Utah 11. Blanton back in, their starting quarterback. 3rd and 13. Let's see what he could do. He's going to throw to the right. He's going to find Weems in the end zone for a touchdown. 13 yards to Jay Weems. Jay Weems still the man to go to for this Kansas offense. 3rd and 4. The screen on the left side for Bernard, but it's going to get blown up in the backfield. Kansas defense making a stop. After the punt, Blanton in, 1st and 10. He's looking. He's going to scramble right. He's got some room. The 40 running out about the 32-yard line. 21-yard rush in for Jax Blanton, his 2nd rush of the game. This one going for 21 yards. Looking very good on his feet. 1st and 10. Then panned off to Zapp. He's got a lot of room. 14 yards before being taken down. 2nd and goal. Right back in. Hands it off to Bailey, and Bailey's in for the touchdown. Tyrell Bailey. Kansas 21, Utah 0. 1st and 10 for Rising. He takes a snap. Mitchell up the middle is going to be picked up, but James going to catch the ball on the right side. 22 yards on the reception by Joe James. 2nd and 5. Bernard going to get the handoff up the middle. He's got a first down, 8 yards for him. So Utah continuing to move the ball. 3rd and 10. Rising back. The blitz up the middle. He throws it in the middle. He's only going to get 7 yards. So 4th and 3. Utah going to have to kick the field goal here to get on the board. The kick is up by Utah and good, so Utah on the board, down 3-21. Rising with the ball, 3rd and 9, looking, has all day, throws to the left, finds his running back in Bernard. He's got 16 yards and a first down. Looks like he just juked out the linebacker. The linebacker was thinking it was going to be a flat, and he goes up the middle and gets first down on the catch. 2nd and 13, Rising fakes the handoff, looking, has all day again, throws over the middle, it's going to be caught, and it's going to be caught by Joe James again. A great catch by him, a great pass by Rising right over the safety in McNair, and that's going to be a first down, and Utah looking to score again. 1st and goal for Utah. Rising back in shotgun, looking, has all day, he finally gets sacked, and he's going to fumble. It's going to be picked up by Smith. Tavon Smith picks up the fumble in Kansas, a turnover at the goal line. A huge stop by Kansas defense, and a huge stop at the goal line with the sack on Rising. And a huge turnover for Kansas. Let's see what they could do with it before half. 28 seconds left to go. Blanton, 3rd and 9 in shotgun, takes a snap. Throws to the left, got a guy open, it's Campbell, the freshman, and he's going to catch it 26 yards for Brian Campbell. Kansas moving down the field. 14 seconds left. Blanton going to scramble right, throws it, and going to find Zapp out of the backfield, 9 yards and a first down. 3 yards, 3 seconds left to go. Kansas electing to kick this one. Berg up and good. Inside the goalpost. Kansas going to take the extra 3 in the half, up 24-3 on Utah.
And that'll do it for the first half. Still plenty of football.
Kansas playing very good on offense and defense in that first half. Blanton going to get the ball first here in the 3rd quarter. He's going to throw to the right. He's going to find his freshman, Campbell. Campbell jukes the guy, makes him miss. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Brian Campbell, the freshman of Kansas. Just a quick hook route, but jukes the corner out, and he misses a tackle, and it's a foot race to the pylon, and a huge way to start the 3rd quarter. He catches it and just whoop on the cornerback, and the cornerback has no idea what to even move his feet to, and Campbell just runs all the way to the end zone. and a touchdown to start his freshman campaign in game 1. First and 10 for Rising, down 31-3, needing to score on this drive to even stay in it. James, his favorite wide receiver, is going to catch it on the right side for 20 yards. Second and 10, Rising back over the middle. He finds Dixon, a new wide receiver. Jalen Dixon with a 25-yard reception. First and goal. Last time first and goal led to a sack fumble. Let's see what this one. Rising going to pitch it back to Bernard. Bernard into the end zone on the pitch. That's going to be a touchdown. Utah 10, Kansas 31. The beautiful option play there. Pitches it at the right time, and Bernard finishes it off in the end zone. First and 10, Blayton back in shotgun, takes a snap, looks, scrambles right, he's going to run it, and he's going to fumble it, and it's going to be picked up by Utah and tackled at the 22-yard line. Blayton not holding the ball correctly and gets it knocked out on the rushing attempt, and just like that, Utah can put another 7 on the board quick.
Now let's see if they capitalize.
Third and 4, Utah. Rising, going to take the snap, going to pitch it to Bernard. Kansas ready for it this time, though. It gets blown up in the backfield. Still going to be 4th and 3.
The kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3.
4th and 3, Utah deciding to go for the field goal here. The kick is up, and it is good. And Utah gets only 3 on the drive. Blanton going to hand it off to Zapp. Zapp's got a lot of room up in the middle. He's got it to 40, the 50, the 40, making guys miss, pulling guys along the hurdle, and finally brought down after 66 yards on the rush by Ben Zapp. Beautiful blocking and then just making guys miss, breaking tackles, stuff you would expect from the Heisman guy. Second and goal, Zapp going to get the handoff after all the hard work, gets the 3-yard touchdown run, and Kansas up 38-13. Blayton back in shotgun, going to hand this one off to Zapp. Zapp just bulldozing people over, gets 12 yards on that rush. Zapp 142 yards in the game so far. First and 10, Blayton back, throwing right. He's going to find Moore, and Justin Moore gets 13 yards and a first down. First and 10 for Blanton from the 25. He's going to throw this one deep to the end zone. It's going to be caught by Jay Weems. 25 yards on the reception and touchdown by Jay Weems. A huge throw by the freshman. Blayton just lobs it up there, trusting his wide receiver to go and get it, and that's exactly what Jay Weems does.
Good time to call it. I tip my hat to the offense.
Second and inches, Blanton going to throw to Weems again on the right side. Kansas up 45-13.
Around the 27-yard line.
Looking to score again here from the 26. Blanton back in shotgun looks. He's going to throw it deep again to Weems, and Weems goes up against this one. 27-yard touchdown to Jay Weems. Jax Blanton having himself a day, learning his wide receivers and knowing he can just toss it up to Weems, and Weems is so good, he can go and get about every ball. 52-13, 5:30 left to go, 4th and 1. Utah deciding to go for it here, and it's going to get blown up in the backfield. Mitchell back there to stop him, a couple other guys as well. Kansas knew what was coming and made the stop on defense. An excellent day on defense for this Kansas team. The backup right in, he's going to hand it off to Bailey up the middle after the turnover on downs, and Tyrell Bailey going to get himself another touchdown run here. This one's 7 yards. Kansas 59, Utah 13. And that's going to be it for the game. Kansas going to win this one 59-13 over Utah, playing very well on offense and defense, and we will take you over to Slacker Gaming and find out what he thought on today's game. Welcome to 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawk Football Radio with head coach Slacker Gaming. Coach, congrats on the first win of the year. Both the offense and defense seem to really be on for today's game. What are your thoughts on the blowout game?
I think we played well. I think our offense was spot on with the game plan, and we executed beautifully. As for our defense, we really picked back up where we left off with our defense. We lost a bunch of guys on defense, and we were a little worried about what the defense would give us this year, but I thought they made plays today and executed on the game plan as well.
Your freshman seemed to really shine today for a huge game for Jax with 4 passing touchdowns. Is that something you expect from him every week?
He has so much talent, and it was really fun seeing him out there running an offense, and he just learned this summer. He's such a quick learner and has been learning so much every day. And I also want to say that Lawrence Wright played well, very well today for a freshman quarterback, and I think our offense really benefits from having that dual quarterback look.
Another huge day for Zapp, 180 yards rushing and a touchdown, something we have come to expect from the Heisman winner. Do you feel like he is going to win another one like last year?
I don't expect anything from Ben besides him playing his hardest. And I think he came back this year more motivated and ready to get the job done. He had an amazing year last year, and no one has ever done that at KU. So, but I do think he could get better. Yes, I think he is working on getting better this year, and he has become more of a complete player in the passing game, in the running game, as far as having some patience for blocks to develop, and really, he really is changing and becoming a better player than last year, which is hard to do with that type of season he had last year.
Thank you so much, Coach. Kansas wins this one against Utah by the score of 59-13 behind some big performances by the running back Zapp and the quarterback Blanton. This Kansas team starts the season out with a win, and we'll be looking forward to the big weekend next week against top 5 team in Ohio State. This is not a game you will want to miss. This is 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawk Football Radio, and we will see you guys next week.